Was ist up, everybody? Slazo here, running the show while Squiggy falls in a ditch or suffers some heat stroke or something, I don't know. So let me welcome you to episode 85 of the Party Chat podcast, coming to you every Wednesday on youtube.com. However, I couldn't do this podcast alone, so joining me today and keeping me in check, we have Laura. How you doing?
I'm doing great! Thank you for that intro! Really pronunciated my name.
I know, it covers the fact I couldn't think of an adjective this week, so...
Wow.
There you go. So, if you're new here, we talk about video games on this show. Surprise! So, why don't we just get straight into that and talk about what we've been playing this week. So, Laura, I know you're our games-toting girl. What have you been playing this week?
Even by default, when I haven't played anything, I'm still, I have no competition on this podcast. I can't remember what I was going to say. That's just thrown me off.
So many.
I have not played anything, but I have actually just downloaded Magikarp.
Magikarp Jump!
Yeah,
that came out, I think yesterday actually, as we record this, so like a week ago by the time this goes live.
To be fair, I've just got some very interesting messages about it that I can't share because it's more suspicious than anything. But I'm really intrigued about playing it. This might be a game I actually play, Slazo.
Wow. I mean, there's not a whole lot of game to it, so you can probably play it quite easily. I got it yesterday, and it's simple because all you literally do half the time is just touch the screen. Like the most involved it gets is touch food in a pond to eat it. But I really like it. I've been playing it pretty much all day. I'm having fun. I may have lost one of my Magikarp in a tragic accident. But,
Sorry, hang on!
What?
Tragic accident!
Yeah. A Voltorb blew up, so it's dead.
I read your tweet on this, at Slazo King,
Yeah.
and I thought you were talking about the anime, and I thought the animes took a turn.
No. Like, in this game, there's many ways your Magikarp can die. It can be taken off and eaten by a Pidgeotto. It can be blown up by a Voltorb. There's many perils on the way to retirement for your precious Magikarp. So, yeah, don't get attached to anyone in particular, because they don't hang around long. Just telling you that right now.
Okay, I mean, I'm really intrigued. Everyone says good things about it, and...
It's got that kind of, playful Nintendo humour where they never take themselves, particularly seriously and they just have a laugh with it. So as I say, there's not a lot of depth to it at all, but I'm having fun. It's just a nice little silly thing I can load up for, 10 minutes every couple of hours if I want to.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't wait.
It will be fun, and Laura will tell you all about her experiences of playing it next week.
You know what? And if in the week, if you want to see me live tweet it, if anything as funny as happens to Slazo, I will be tweeting about it. Laura. Hashtag see, I've got plugs too.
Nice. I will say, there is another cool thing, because I don't spend money on these games, but apparently they've put a hard cap on the microtransactions in it. So once you've spent, I think it's 50 quid, you can't spend more money. So it's that's
oh.
Cool.
So I really like that as a notion rather than a,
Yeah, I mean, I assume it's the same system they did on Picross and Rumble on the 3DS, where it was a case of once you spent essentially the price of a full game on microtransactions, it was you have infinite resources now. Just take them. We don't want to take any more of your money. And yeah, I really like that as a thing for Nintendo to do. I think that's... And it makes sense for this one, because unlike, say, Fire Emblem Heroes, which will constantly have new heroes added to it, Magikarp Jump probably has, a lifespan, as it were.
Yeah, I guess, I can see it. I mean, I haven't played it yet, as I said, but I do think it's hard for mobile games not to have a lifespan, because they suck you in, No, but I mean, as in, the same level of addiction, I don't think you can keep up.
Oh,
like
right.
at the moment, right now, everyone's addicted and playing it all the time, and really that like you might go back to it casually throughout, time, and that's what makes it have a long lifespan. But I mean, the level of like obsession, I don't think it's plausible to keep up because people would die.
People would die.
And get fired
You
and
heard
stuff.
it here first.
I'm actually really concerned that Magikarp is what's wrong with this country. Joking, haven't played it yet.
It's hilarious. But
I know, right?
Yeah, other games I've been playing. I played a little bit of Heroes of the Storm mainly because it was offering Overwatch freebies if you played stuff in it, and I wanted like the Diva skin. So, yeah, sure, it's a MOBA. I'm not a big MOBA guy. Smite's the only one I've ever really kind of liked. This is another top-down clicky click usabilities. Oh, but it's slightly different. It's like I can see why people like it, but MOBAs like that have never really been for me. And I assume you've never played one.
I think I have.
Wow.
I can't name it to you right now.
League, Dota.
I did dabble with Dota, but I got really confused, so
Yeah.
I don't like to say I played
That's fair. That's fair.
it. But yeah, there is something I play. I will find out. It's not a really big one, if that makes sense. It was really like probably shouldn't have been my first MOBA. Do you know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna give MOBAs a shot, start with some premium stuff. Start with the premium shit, basically, which is anything in life.
If you're gonna give
start
MOBAs a shot, start with your friends because oh boy,
Because if you
random
go on
people
your own,
online are not nice.
yeah, if you go off on your own, people are mean.
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
if they find out you're a girl, they just accuse you don't know what you're doing, which ironically is accurate when I was playing the MOBA, but it was just sexist. I have feelings.
Because you're a girl. So,
Wow, that took a sexist turn. Jesus.
Oh dear. But yeah, so yeah, that's about it for me. Like I've dabbled in a couple of other PC games like Gary's Mod and Sven Co-op, but nothing major. Like I haven't played Persona a whole lot this week. I haven't played the Switch a whole lot this week, I don't think, because I've already beaten Kamiko now, so just patiently waiting for ARMS, the Global Test Punch tomorrow. That'll be fun. So let's transition into the news and a game that you probably will be playing, Laura. Far Cry 5 has been revealed.
Right, this is bullshit, right?
Right.
I would not.
I don't know why you're so offended by this, but go
I
on.
will not probably be playing Far Cry. You make out like I'm some sort. I did not play Primal. I was strong. Granted, it's on offer all the time at the moment, and if I had money, I would probably own it. But that is not the point.
Ah.
I'm not overly loyal to the Far Cry brand. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
But other than that, I will happily talk about Far Cry 5 and how I will probably end up buying it.
That's cool. I mean, I've not played Far Cry 3. Have you played Far Cry 3?
Yes.
No, I've not played Blood Dragon either. Have you played Blood Dragon?
Yes. That was, to be fair, that was free on PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah, I know. I've got it. Just not played
Okay.
it. What about Far Cry 4? I've not played that one yet.
Yeah, I've played that too. I got
Oh.
Platinum Trophy on it.
Okay, but I tell you what you haven't played, and that's in an aeroplane in a Far Cry game. Because Far Cry 5 is bringing aeroplanes.
Well, it teases it in the trailer for sure. For sure.
Faux sure.
For sure. I mean, that'd be great. I mean, I always liked hang gliding and paragliding in Far Cry. I never really thought I need a plane. Like
I don't know, man.
I can glide. Like the gliders were quite like long-lasting glides, and like I'm not saying this map's probably gonna be like I expect this map's probably like 5 times the size. You know what I mean? Every open world game, the other one, it's always like 5 times the size, 10 times the size. You know what I mean? So maybe I would need a plane in this map size, but I don't know how big it is yet.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that I've never really thought, you know what, Far Cry would be revolutionised by planes because I've always had the hang glider. So it's like I've been in the air, and also there was this weird little helicopter thing you had in. I want to say 4, and I mean it wasn't great, but I mean you could fly in it and get around, so I don't know what a plane offers that didn't.
Explosions.
Now I think about it, I'm like, what is the point of planes?
Smashing into things.
I can do that with the other shit, and then
You can't really do that with a hang glider. It's like, oh no, the hang glider's hit the building and is squashed.
Yeah, oh right, yeah. In the same effects it has on you, as in you crash, you boom, you fall, you die. I mean, I'm not expecting to survive these plane explosions. I mean, the only thing is sometimes if I was too low a hang glide and I crashed into something and fell, I would survive, but then a honey badger would probably be around and kill me. Bloody honey badgers.
Well, we'll have to see if there are any honey badgers. The game this time is set in Hope County in Montana. Yay.
Whoop, whoop.
It will offer co-op, much like previous games.
Whoop whoop.
It has a map editor. I can't remember if Far Cry 4 had a map editor or not.
I do not remember because I feel like it was a multiplayer thing, wasn't it? And I'm like, I did the bare minimum for multiplayer. 3 definitely did, because I remember being really amazed by what they did on my 360. I'm going to check that Far Cry 3 is the right game I'm thinking of, because if it's Far Cry 3...
It's Far Cry 2, and you've
it might be Far Cry
2.
No, I'm thinking of Far Cry 2, but I've also played Far Cry 3.
I know you played 3, but if you played 2 as well...
I've played 2.
Oh! Have you played 1?
I've played 1.
Not Far Cry fanboy Laura O'Leary, right here.
I forgot. I thought I started with 2, but I started with 1. Basically, 1 I didn't really finish because I really thought it sucked.
Well, it wasn't really until 3 that it found its current direction of
and
weird, totally Just Cause / GTA.
The thing is, with Far Cry 1, I do think you were better off if you got it on the PC, I think. It was like...
Yes.
it was like a very, like, this is a PC Master Race game, and made me feel I believe
That's
Far Cry 1, I'm having a look, and I'm remembering now.
I think you're right in this one.
Yeah. My first ever game on the Xbox 360 when I got it was Far Cry.
Wow.
But anyway, there was map editors. There's been map editors. I just can't remember if 4 had it, to be honest, because I really hated the servers and stuff.
Fair enough.
So.
But talking of revolutionary things this does add, you can now play as a girl. You can choose to play as a girl.
After all the commotion that was like, I think it was over Far Cry 4 actually, about
it was
how
over Ubisoft in general. I think this and
they
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, they were going to put females in there, and they said they were too much additional workload.
No.
Playable women. Yeah. But I think they've addressed it now. Can't really moan when you address things. I mean, I would have liked it then, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, it's good to have now. It's a nice little thing. I mean, the thing that's getting me is more the setting and themes of this game. It's kind of a little bit controversial, based on how people reacted. I didn't really notice, I had to be told.
I've seen no controversy about this. So.
Oh, you need to go on the hashtag. Ooh, go on the hashtag.
Oh boy, is this playing into the good old modern America?
Yeah, well, people are a bit like it's a bit near the mark because it plays up all the religious cult themes and stuff like that, and it's like a bit different. I mean, some people are like fine with it. Obviously, I'm kind of intrigued with how they do it, pushing boundaries and stuff. I feel sometimes media has to do that, and I don't see the difference between video games and films in terms of story. Stuff like that. Like, there's stuff like articles, because you focus on a terrifyingly realistic armed cult. I mean, it's going to be really realistic and, cults America. You know what I mean? Imagine, let your head go wild with
my
what that
towards
is.
That is, you can't really judge, like, the undertones of a game until it's out. And it's
yeah,
done.
pretty much. But a lot of people are looking at the pictures. Obviously, the artwork they release is like a mimic of The Last Supper.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah, so there's like that. I mean, that's kind of controversial in some ways.
That's never been parodied 100 million times.
Oh, no, that hasn't been parodied at all. No, but obviously... when people see something, they're gonna, it's Twitter.
They're gonna knee-jerk, because...
Yeah, because if I'm just quoting, like, Mashable UK, alongside the series stories and alarmingly close to home real-world parallels is all the goofy stuff you expect. But, so obviously they got the real-world stuff and they still got the goofy Far Cry stuff to balance it out. So when it comes out, it probably won't be an issue. It's just some people on the trailer are like, whoa, you know what I mean?
But who cares about that?
No.
Let's move on from one open-world game to another... Oh, sorry, I didn't even say the release date for that game. Far Cry 5 coming out PC, PS4, Xbox One, 27th of February 2018. From one...
I found amusing about that before you move on with the date. It's as soon as the trailer dropped, I had my local game.
Wait, that's my birthday!
Oh, right.
Just noticed.
Just gonna get you Far Cry then. It's a local game, and another game I follow that's kind of near me, because I've been there a bit, is they all tweeted in sync about... with in-store pictures of the Far Cry booth set up saying pre-order now, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like 9 months! Why is there in-store advertising?
Because that's how game works.
Yeah, but I was like, how big is this game that within the trailer being dropped, they're like, we've got this.
And speaking of games that you can see in-store game advertising as well as open-world games coming out in the first half of 2018, Red Dead Redemption 2 has been pushed back into spring 2018. I am not surprised. I'm pretty sure I called this when it was first announced, that this was never going to make 2017.
Wet.
Yeah, I know. They gave a statement basically saying that this Red Dead Redemption 2 is being built from the ground up for this generation, which is why they're taking their time to make it as perfect a game as possible. No shit, it's been built up for the ground up for this generation. I'd be stunned if you were dragging along the GTA 5 engine from last gen. I mean, yeah, it's just... No duh. I didn't get surprised. I know some people were like, what?
I'm not surprised. Like, in terms of surprise delays, like, this game is not like it's not a week away. It's not a month away.
I mean, if we're going to complain about surprise delays, it's not a new story I've got mentioned here, but Square Enix recently going, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 will be done by 2020. It's like,
yeah,
what?
that's not a delay as so much, is it real?
That's. I expect both of those games out by 2018, or you're going to have a bloodbath on your hands. Not gonna lie, because there's no reason for Kingdom Hearts 3 to be taking longer than 2018. Same for Final Fantasy. There's no reason for them to be taking that long. Anyway, moving to games that should hopefully be coming out a little sooner. Monster Hunter XX is heading to the Nintendo Switch. It was originally just going to be a 3DS game, but now Capcom confirmed it's coming to Switch, which is interesting after Capcom recently said something to the effect of if they were basing their Switch future on Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, a expensive port, which seemed a bit bizarre, but now they've just announced this anyway, so... Have you played any Monster Hunter games, Laura? I assume not.
I would assume correctly that I have not. I know about them, which is, testament to how well known the brand is. I think I've sat through a few... I want to say one of them was at a treehouse once.
Probably. It is
I feel like
it's a handheld big game, and 3DS has
yeah,
benefited
I
from
feel
it
like I sat through a lot of coverage on it, and I was like, I'm intrigued. If I had infinite money...
Yeah, it does have a dedicated fan base, and it's done, it does really well in Japan as, one of the big... I'm on the train, I'm going to play Monster Hunter. Because they love their mobile gaming. But, interesting question for you then. Where do you reckon, do you think this marks the start of Monster Hunter transitioning away from the 3DS to the Switch? Or do you reckon maybe they'll start eyeing up mobile devices? Bear in mind, mobile gaming in Japan is the big thing.
I think mobile gaming is the future with these sort of things. Especially we talked about Magikarp at the start or whatever. Mobile games, there's a market and people snap it up. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know about you, but when a mobile game that's quite popular, big launches, it tends to trend on Twitter and gets your attention one way or another. So I don't see why they wouldn't go to mobile.
Well, it's a complex game. From
a
control perspective, more than anything.
I think if they can find the way to sort out the controls, I could see them doing a mobile version that's kind of really simplistic, and then maybe doing a Switch version that's more complex. A entry level to the series VA something for your dedicated fan base. I don't know if that would
kind
work.
of like Fire Emblem.
Little bit. I kind of think at the end of the day, there's no reason to cut your nose off to spite your face, so you might as well do both if you can.
That's very fair.
I've really thought this through then, and I'm like, yes.
That's really intelligent. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's see what news next. So Overwatch has hit 1 year. A whole year of Overwatch. It feels like it's been longer, but nope.
It's only a year.
I know.
It's only. I thought I was at this point. It's why I can't find it that cheap. Overwatch has had so many open weekends that I feel like it was a year and a half or two. I thought we were pushing on to the second anniversary.
Nope, this is 1 year. To celebrate, they've made a whole new bunch of skins and dances and things. No doubt if you've been on social media at all, you've probably seen a whole load of them. My personal favourites being the Weeaboo I Am. Genji has a Super Sentai skin, which looks awesome. Mei has a dance which is straight lifted from Haru Suzumiya. There's a whole bunch of other designs that kind of look like mechs. It's not Overwatch, but Diva has an Evangelion design in Heroes of the Storm. Just loads of really cool stuff. There's something for everybody in this kind of, if you want new skins and dances and cool stuff. And there's even 3 new arena maps, which are kind of the smaller maps for smaller game modes, and they'll be sticking around permanently. They aren't just an event-based thing. So yeah, there's a lot to celebrate in Overwatch 1 year. Do you have any? I know you don't play it. Do you have any personal favourites? Anything you've seen on social media that's caught your eye?
I haven't got no favourites of new stuff. It's just so frustrating. It's been out a year and I still kind of want it. I did the open weekends. I still want it. I will one day have it and it'll be great. It'll be Overwatch 2 at this point, but that's not the point.
It'll be over, but
Hey! my watch would just have begun or something. Game of Thronesy.
Oh.
All of it looked pretty cool from what I could see, and I mean, a lot of people were just enjoying it. I mean, to be fair, I'm just kind of cool when games acknowledge their 1 year anniversary and stuff.
Yes.
I kind of think that's neat. So, yeah, especially something with an active user base. So,
Yeah. Well,
that's all I got on that.
what an Overwatch. Moving on. So last week we talked a little bit about Witcher coming to Netflix.
I mean, we sort of talked about Witcher 3 and how I didn't have to play it anymore. I'm just gonna watch. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch Netflix.
But yeah,
Woo, woo.
that's not the only video game show coming to Netflix, as the
Ooh, tell me more.
Castlevania animated series is going to arrive on the 7th of July.
That's soon.
Yeah, that's quite soon. I have not seen the trailer for it yet. I don't know if you have.
I have not,
Oh.
because I'm not really into Castlevania, so I haven't rushed to go watch it, but I probably will go watch it, don't get me wrong. I kind of too busy watching my Far Cry stuff, Far Cry is life.
Okay.
But I have seen a lot of reaction to this, and it's actually really positive. Like, I shouldn't sound surprised, but it's just anytime I see a game moving into TV or film, I'm like, expecting, like, it to be slammed. So when I saw people liking the trailer and that, I was like, oh, I probably have to check that out when I get time.
I mean, so last week I sassed out Netflix stuff because I think a lot of their live action is quite slow. One thing I do know, though, is that their animated series, like, that department has been doing really well. Because, I mean, you've had BoJack Horseman, which is great.
Yeah!
F is for Family, which I've only seen a few episodes of, but I thought it was actually pretty
halfway
good.
through season 1, and I was watching it with someone, and they've abandoned me, and they're a bit tittish about it.
Wow.
So I've got to wait for them to come back. Sorry, they don't listen to this podcast, so I can call them that.
Let's not sass out your friends live on air, Laura.
I don't care. They won't listen. They don't know.
I'll be sure to at them.
You don't know who it is.
I can make a guess.
No, it's not who you think it is.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll go with the other two people you have in your friend circle.
God.
And
Wow.
the other one is Voltron, which I've also not seen, but has also been well reviewed. So if this carries on the legacy of like Netflix's animated series, then things are looking up. And Netflix are confident in this because they've already like put a second season into production, which will be arriving next year. So
I'm really happy for it. I'm going to watch it with all my friends, which are more than 3. Just for the record.
your dog doesn't count. But
Damn it too. No, but seriously, I am going to check this out. Like I do, as you mentioned when you go through the animation stuff on Netflix, I do kind of watch.
Yeah.
Thing, and obviously I like the other stuff they put on there that isn't done by them, and I don't know. I kind of dig a show like that as a breakup of something more serious.
Yes.
So
that's to look forward to. Let's transition now into our final couple of news articles, which are both to do with Microsoft and the Xbox.
there they are.
Yeah, wait, did you get an advanced copy of my script or something?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So, Xbox Live, Games with Gold, we now know the June lineup, and I must admit, it's pretty dang strong. So, for the
It's also cold. I need to go get it for this lineup.
Okay. So for the Xbox One, from June 1st to June 30th, you can get the indie hit Speedrunners, which is kind of, so you play as various YouTubers, and then you race against each other, like doing laps on this ever-shrinking course as you try and, like, win the race without dying. I've actually played this around a friend's house, and it is pretty good fun. Like, if you have, like, 4 people, just having a laugh, it works really well as, like, a multiplayer game. I assume you've not played.
No,
of
I
course
have not, but
If
I mean, I've
like,
got
there's not a whole
gold,
lot of
I might get gold.
there's not a whole lot of like platform racing. Like platform racing games are a really niche genre that I've always enjoyed whenever they come about. Like there was a Rayman game for the PS2 that I used to always love because that was a platform racing game. And yeah, more of those. But yeah, if you like that, Speedrunners. But the one Laura will know about, from June 16th to July 15th on the Xbox One, you can get Watch Dogs.
Another Ubisoft game. Everything is Far Cry, if you wanted to be. Very similar to Far Cry. Another game I platinumed, actually. Love me some Ubisoft.
You did. I remember you having fun with that alcohol game.
It still pisses me off that I went to all the effort and then they dumbed down the alcohol game in like patch 4, and people were like, oh, the platinum's so easy on this game. It was like, you don't know the pain.
You weren't there, man.
Yeah, but that's a really cool game for people to play. I mean, Watch Dogs 2 is out, been out for a while. That's actually quite cheap considering it came out on like a really busy period. I don't think it I don't see many people talking about it.
It didn't do as well because Watch Dogs kind of had the hype as being like the front runner of a new generation.
It had years of hype.
Well, it was more front runner like in a time when nobody was really talking about next gen. Ubisoft came out and went, "Watch Dogs is next gen."
And so also, it's always nice to a starting series. I mean, I don't know how many people will put off if they haven't played 1, they don't want to play Watch Dogs 2.
That's true.
So your market gets smaller.
New IP is awesome.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Watch Dogs 2 is apparently good. I haven't played it yet. Another game that I will probably end up picking up with Far Cry Primal, because YOLO.
That 1 month you've got earmarked for games is getting busy.
You know what it is? I'm going to basically get my first paycheck. It's just going to be me going, 2016, here's all the games I've missed. Yeah, but pretty much, I really think that's a great thing to put it on Xbox Live Gold. It's a fun game. It's not like it's going to have it aged brutally or anything, so that's a good one for people to play.
Mm-hmm. Swallow. And, moving on to the 360.
Sorry, the Nicki Minaj song was just name dropped then, okay.
Sorry, I'm professional. But, moving on to the Xbox 360, from June 1st to June 15th, speaking of Ubisoft open world games, Assassin's Creed 3.
Assassin's Creed 3.
I've not played 3, you have.
I liked 3. I mean, of course I have. It's literally, this podcast is making me look bad with the games I play, which is accurate.
Laura Ubisoft.
Yep. If they're listening, I am looking for work. Jokes. Not jokes.
Joke,
they weren't.
not joke.
But yeah, it's a fun game. It's one of the ones I kind of enjoyed. I mean, obviously there's been better Assassin's Creed games since, but you know, it's an Assassin's Creed the game. It does what it says on the tin. Be happy.
Yeah. And in case that wasn't enough open world for you.
I mean, it never is for me.
June 16th to June 30th on the 360, Dragon Age Origins.
Oh my god, that's such a good game!
I know!
Yes!
That's why I was surprised when I saw it, because that lineup, like, sure there's speedrunners, which some people shit on, but Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed 3, Dragon Age Origins.
Basically, the games Laura's actually played and finished.
Man.
Sweet, I don't need to get
So this month is worthless to you, as it turns out.
I'm in no rush. What? You told me it was a stellar lineup. I thought, I'm going to have to rush and get my Xbox Live Gold.
It is a stellar lineup, you just happen to have played them all.
Yeah, that's how good it is. I prioritise. But Dragon Age Origins, really good game. Obviously, play that, see if you like it. It's nothing like it, but maybe that might get you into the Dragon Age series. Then go play the wonderful
And you'll
Inquisition.
play Dragon Age 2 and you'll be like, wait, what?
Yeah, you get all confused. And then you go back to Inquisition and you'll be like, wow, this is amazing. And then you'll play Witcher 3 and you're like, oh, maybe it's not that amazing. But then they've announced they're working on a new Dragon Age game, was the rumour I saw the other day. We're not discussing that, so I could say that now. But basically prepare yourself.
Okay. And there is...
Other news, Dragon Age, but sorry.
We'll maybe get into that in a bit. But another thing they've also added in is there's free DLC available for Phantom Dust, which is a free game you can currently download on your Xbox as well. So if you've been enjoying that, free DLC for it, which is cool. I have no idea what Phantom Dust is.
I like free stuff.
Don't ask me. I don't have an Xbox. But
I have an Xbox. Still don't ask me.
Yeah. But since you have an Xbox One, Laura, this might interest you. So the Xbox Live Games Pass, which we learnt about before.
Yeah. I was reading up about the NFL pass earlier, and this is like, I read up on the Xbox pass, like, all the passes.
All the passes. So, June 1st is when this launches officially, for £7.99 a month. Games will be downloaded, not streamed. I think PS Now still uses streaming at the moment.
It does still use streaming, because it literally, like, shouts at me. That one time I was like, oh, what's thing, you can test your connection, and it was like, this connection is inferior.
Good to know.
It's not actually that word, it's just like how it felt.
Kind of like a modern media library, kind of like Netflix, stuff will be added and removed over time. If you're playing a game and you go, this is pretty cool, I'd like to own this for real, there's a 20% discount off the game and a 10% discount off any DLC it has while it's in rotation. And you don't need Xbox Live Gold to do this, but you will need an Xbox One, and obviously if you want to play multiplayer, online multiplayer, you need Xbox Live Gold, because...
You don't actually need gold?
You don't need gold to, like, you still have to pay for the service.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. That's not what it's more the fact that I have to have gold to party.
Wow, okay.
So,
I didn't know that one. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like... Yeah. That's cool of them to do that. I mean, I'm just, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if maybe at some point they'll do a combined one, like Xbox Live Platinum, which gives you access to this and gold, but we'll see. As for games you can get on the thing, I am not going to say all of them because there are over 100 and I would like to have a throat by the time I finish this podcast. So I'm just going to scroll through them and name some of the choice selections on here. These cover Xbox Live download games, 360 games and Xbox One games. So you can get all 3 Banjo-Kazooie games are on there, all 3 Bioshock games are on there, indie platformer Braid is on there, The Blob 2, whoop whoop. I
pop for the Blob.
You do. Fable 3 is in there. Gears of War 1, 2, 3, Judgment, and the Ultimate Edition of 1 are all on the list. Cameo, if you like obscure rare games. Hexic 2, shout out to Hexic players from the good old days. Anything else of interest? Mad Max, that was actually pretty good, I think, as an open world game, but kind of got overlooked a lot. Resident Evil 0 is in the lineup. Payday 2 is there. Explosion Man, if you remember that, back when that was like a Summer of Arcade classic. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is probably my favourite Tekken game, so shout out to that. Viva Pinata 1 and 2 are here. There's XCOM Enemy Within. WWE 2K16. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And a whole lot more. Like, there's over 100 games, so go look up the list if you're interested. Because... Oh, I missed Halo 5. Halo 5's in the lineup.
You monster! That seemed on purpose. That wasn't an accident. I know your Halo views.
Halo 5 and Halo Spartan Assault are both in the lineup. I know that. No Forza. Should be said though. Like the other one of the major Xbox franchises.
There's still time to add and stuff like that.
I mean, as an outsider looking in, like, it's... I don't know if I'd buy it, but it is tempting. Because... like, a chance to catch up on Halo and Gears would be cool. Especially as you get the good edition of Gears 1. Not just the classic edition of Gears 1.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Yeah, if you're a Gears fan, buy it. But, yeah. But
I like Gears, so I will not buy it because I already own them.
You already own them all. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the news section and neatly moves us into releases. We have 7 games coming out this week, of which I'm going to bet Laura has heard of 2. Oh no, she'll have heard that 3. Let's see if I'm right. Yay!
It's like a drinking game.
I was going to say, it's like lay your
like
bets, kids. Lay your bets. So, First up, Lock's Quest is coming out on May 30th for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Does Laura know Lock's Quest?
Yes.
Do you actually?
I know the name, I don't have a clue what the fuck it is.
Great. This was originally a DS game from 2008 that's now been ported to modern platforms. It was well received at the time. It's a kind of real-time strategy meets tower defense game. I actually own it and have not played it because, hi, I'm Slazo, that's what I do. But interestingly, it's a budget release at £14.99. Like, in an era where, and this is retail, in an era where you see a lot of, like, here's a re-release, it costs an arm and a leg. I think that's a good price point for this game. Yep.
That is a good price point from the game value. Oh, sorry, I had to think. I mean, that's fair. I mean, anything that tries to change price points for the better is, fine by me.
So yeah, I haven't played it, as I said, so... But I know it's meant to be pretty good, so... maybe worth checking out if you want a real-time strategy meets tower defense game. Moving on, a racing game in the form of MXGP3.
I know what this is!
Oh my god, shit, this is worrying, I'm losing this bet.
I want to!
May 30th, PC, PS4, I'm not counting Lock's Quest. PC, PS4 and Xbox One. It's motorbikes, spoilers.
Motocross.
Yeah, it's motocross motorbiking, so that's rally racing, not road racing.
It's amazing.
Is
amazing.
Okay. This is
Sell it.
You can. I will do in a minute.
Sorry.
This is an official tie-in, which means it has all the MXGP 2016 tracks, as well as other features like Dynamic Weather. Everyone loves Dynamic Weather.
I mean, that's such a... What E3 was that, where it was like, if it was a drinking game, everyone would have died?
I can't remember. It's the cool thing to do, kids. But Laura apparently loves MXGP, so she's going to sell the game now.
Basically, if you want motocross in your life, it's literally the only game in town worth considering.
Is it? Why not the other motocross games? Because I know there's a whole bunch of motorbike games.
This is the only official one.
And?
I want the proper tracks. I want the World Championship. So if I'm really into motocross, I kind of...
Oh yeah, of course you prefer FIFA to PES.
Thank you. So I feel like this is just a running thing, okay? And also it is a fun game and really good. It's not like I'm sacrificing a lot to have the licenses.
Have you actually played like one of these games then?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I diversified from an open world Ubisoft game once in my life.
I'm touched. This is a breakthrough.
It's not, because I've basically gone from an open world game to sports games, and everyone knows I don't need another sports game.
Oh dear.
But come back, Laura.
I'll tell you a game you won't be playing, but you probably will have heard of though. Star Trek Bridge Crew is finally coming out on May 30th.
Oh, that's that shit thing they made me sit through at E3.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Let it be known I didn't call it shit. PC and PS4, yes, it is a VR exclusive game. You need your headset.
It's 100% the thing that I was like, this looks like donkey.
It costs 40 freaking quid.
Ooh.
It's based off a 2009 Star Trek reality as opposed to the older ones. It's up to 4 players if you've got 4 people who have more money than sense. It includes, it has story-based missions as well as some randomly generated content. This was indeed at Ubisoft's E3 last year where we both shat on it so hard.
I actually remember to be fair, we shouted, but it was one of those things when you just think, man, no one must be thinking this is good, but you're entertained by how bad the presentation is.
It kept going.
Because it followed up with that other, I swear, is this the one where they followed up with a game about virtual reality and there was birds flying that was followed it? It was like the same show.
I loved that game. I know you people hated that, but I loved the bird game.
Yeah, you like it all you want. I'm like, I don't want to be a bird. I'm already a bird. Hey. Sorry. I just remember because they brought out the actor, and stuff like that, and they had that video package about how all of the actors saying how great experience, how realistic, and how it was like being back on the Enterprise. I remember Aisha
Tyler interviewing the guy, and obviously professional, sells it, but if you looked in her eyes, man, you could see. You could see.
You could see she wanted to be on Star Trek, and this isn't the way she was going to do it.
Wow,
bad.
What are you saying, Laura? Oh.
And
Laura.
she can be on. She's a good enough actress that if Star Trek's then she can be in Star Trek.
Okay.
That wasn't really an insult. It was actually a nice compliment.
Sure.
I'm hoping she gets casted.
That'd be nice. But let's move on to a digital-only release that I will have heard of and Laura won't have heard of. Tokyo 42.
I do not know what this is.
You do not know this. I've actually had my eye on this game for years. Coming out on May 31st for PC and Xbox One, with a PS4 release coming in mid-July. So this is I don't really know how to describe it. That's the thing. So I think I first saw it. I've forgotten what it's called. The big game jam thing. Name's gone. There's a big game jam that takes place 4 times a year, and I believe this came about as one of them. And it's a really cool looking kind of isometric viewpoint game. I suppose kind of like Monument Valley in some ways, except instead of like artsy pretty environments, it's set in like a Neo-Tokyo environment. So essentially the idea is you have to explore Tokyo and you free yourself from blame for a murder that you didn't commit. But it's like aesthetically it just looks so good. Like that's what always caught my eye about it. This game looks stylish as heck.
I mean, now you can pick it up. It's real.
I can pick it up soon. I couldn't get a price point because I couldn't find one anywhere on like the official website or on the Steam version or anything. But yeah, I've had my eye on this for a while. I think it'll be pretty good. Obviously, wait for reviews, but it's had my interest for a while. So I'm happy that this game is finally coming out. Moving on to a game that is more up Laura's tree. Harvest Moon.
Oh, cool. I was like, if it's an open world Ubisoft game, I swear to God, Slazo.
No, none of those this week. Harvest Moon Skytree Village coming to Nintendo 3DS on June the 2nd.
I think because I haven't heard much about this game for ages. I remember it being announced. I remember seeing one thing about it, and then I haven't. It's been really quiet, and that never feels like I don't. Granted, I'm not going looking for it because but I kind of got Stardew Valley now, and I'm just kind of like.
So yeah, this one, to try and explain it, this one is not from the main Harvest Moon team. They do Story of Seasons nowadays. This is from a different team who just uses the Harvest Moon name because they've got it. So don't expect a whole lot of originality, especially in a world where Stardew Valley exists.
And what a wonderful world that is.
Yeah, because, I mean, well, you've got Stardew Valley, you've got the new Story Seasons, which looks like it's trying to do some cool things. And then, you'll know the name of it. What's the one you were trying to get me to back on Kickstarter a few weeks ago?
Oh, I can't. Oh, I've forgotten its name. I'll have to go double check. I'm not confident enough to remember its name, but I'll find out. But it's another one out there. That's
yeah. The point is, like, this genre as of late seems to be like making footsteps forward, and this game does not feel like it's in that momentum, as it were. But hey, you can play as a boy or a girl. You can do all the farming you've ever wanted. But I feel like this genre has moved on, and maybe this game is a little out of place. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's great. Who am I to judge? But yeah, if you want a Harvest Moon fix for your 3DS, this is coming out on June 2nd. Another game coming out on June 2nd is Syndrome for PS4, PC, and Xbox One. It's VR compatible, and it's essentially horror on a ship where you have limited resources and are being chased by horrible enemies. It's Dead Space. It's Dead Space.
Hey! Great, Dead Space.
Dead Space, but with VR compatibility.
I mean, Dead Space would be awesome on VR, so you kinda...
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of interest in it, but I'm pretty sure we could pitch together and get Squiggy a copy. He'd love this.
He'd never play it, though. I mean, he'd be so scared.
I know. But
sad.
He bought a VR headset and he doesn't play anything on it.
Well, I feel a lot of people probably in that boat, Slazo. Don't think you have to name and shame him.
I feel I do.
I'm protecting him. But he totally plays it.
But yeah, if you want a Dead Space-esque game, because you can play this without VR, then have a look at Syndrome. And that leaves us with the last, but by far the biggest, release of the week. Coming out on June 2nd for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Tekken 7 has finally arrived. This came out of nowhere. I did not know this. I've seen like more trailers recently, but I didn't realise this game was out right now, as it were. I love Tekken. It's one of my favourite fighting game franchises, although I tend to prefer the Tekken tag entries, and this one is back to 1v1, no tag matches. You do have over 30 characters, and if you've played Tekken, you know what a fun bunch they are. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to pick this up at some point, because as I say, I prefer Tekken tag. Have you played any Tekken games, Laura?
I have dabbled. Really lightly dabbled, but not enough to... No, I have a thing, but there is some in arcade, right? I feel like I've played one in an arcade.
Okay.
But other than that, no.
But yeah, it'll have all the bells and whistles that Tekken games usually have. Like, it'll progress the story, it'll have an arcade mode, it'll have online battling, all the bells and whistles of a good fighting game. And yeah, I might pick it up at some point. I prefer tag, so we'll see. But that brings us to the end of the releases for this week.
I am pumped!
Are you? What are you going to buy?
I am going to buy nothing. My money is safe for another week. That's why I'm pumped.
Yep.
I'm going to go to the cinema.
Laura O doesn't play games.
Thank you for weirdly making me feel like I was in primary school when there was another kid named Laura. That freaked me out. Anyway, what have we got to talk about, Slazo? I'm excited.
Are you? Because I am excited, because now we're going to talk about plugs for content.
Oh, I thought you meant for hair, and I was like, you could do with some. But, let's talk about plugs for content then.
I mean, you're on a roll here, why don't you plug your content first?
Awesome. I would like to play Saturday Morning Switch is a popular series that I have complete control over. Every new episode drops every Saturday on the YouTube channel, Retro Remastered.
Oh man, what's this week's one going to be about?
Nintendo things.
Nintendo things.
Yeah, but I can just plug the Tumblr at the Retro Remastered and the Twitter at Retro Remastered and tell you that content will soon be with us. But Slazo, I feel like you want to plug Saturday Morning Switch a little bit more.
But if you want content now, not soon, you can check
not
out...
say it, like, don't doubt me.
I would never doubt my fellow lazy co-workers. So Saturday Morning Switch, the most recent episode 20, is available now, which looks back on May, or kind of, yeah, May's over by the time this goes live, whatever. Yeah, it looks back on May and tells you all about
Is it?
It goes live on... Oh, shoot, it goes live on the 31st.
It goes live on Wednesday. The 1st is Thursday. I was like, I have appointments and busy schedules. I'm not late.
We'll fix that in post. But it goes... No, we won't. It goes... Can I plug my damn show or not? Okay, so it's about the games that came out in May, so that's including... I've got to remember them now, I was only talking about them a minute ago. Disgaea 5, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Minecraft, and a whole bunch more besides. If you're wondering what the next couple of episodes of Saturday Morning Switch are going to be about, next week will be the Test Punch, which I didn't get a chance to play in time for that episode, but will have happened by the time you're listening to this, so I can talk about it. Welcome to the fun part of recording on Friday and going live on Saturday. And then episodes
Taking her for a drink on Tuesday.
Yep.
Wait, is that not the Craig David song? Oh, you don't know the Craig David song. God damn it, carry on.
Thank you. Apparently I've got a date with Laura, who knew?
No, that's not what I'm... Oh,
and then the 2 episodes after that will be E3, as I first of all give some predictions and previews, and then give some reviews in episodes that will be very talky because I won't be in England. So yeah. I
love the talky episode.
They're the greatest. As for other things coming to Retro Remastered, who knows? Maybe a blast from the past coming to the channel soon.
There actually is some rumoured content coming, actually. There is actually something in the pipeline if you're a fan of FIFA games, so...
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't even know. This is where I found out my first stuff.
I got sources, but I can't talk about that.
Nobody tells me anything, kids. I walk into the show and they're like, you're hosting Squiggy's in a ditch. It's like, oh, okay. Good to know.
I thought I was really poetic with how I told you.
You did.
But, yeah.
I think we both have done hints to things that are happening. Yeah. So, yeah, things. But moving on from things, it's time for the topic more things. Topic of the week things. So 2 weeks ago we talked about Sony's E3. 1 week ago we talked about Nintendo's E3. You'd think that would mean we're talking about Microsoft this week, except I don't give a rat's ass about Microsoft and it's my show. So we're going to talk about the third party.
I care if you're in Microsoft. I care.
Do you?
Care.
Laura cares so much she begged me not to do that this week. So
no, because I didn't talk all by myself.
So we're going to talk about Laura. We're going to talk about third-party E3s. So this year, that will be represented by Ubisoft, EA, and Bethesda. Other companies will be there, but as far as I'm aware, none of them have confirmed press conferences or anything. So we're going to focus on the 3 you'll have. And seeing as we're doing such a good job of talking about them this podcast, let's start off with Ubisoft. So, first of all, the leaked game we didn't talk about earlier on in the news section, Mario plus Rabbids. Oh man.
Oh yeah! I'm really excited about this. I mean, I think the Rabbids are cool, but that's mainly because the later games I avoided, so I haven't been annoyed by them. Yeah, I'm kind of cool for this crossover. It's like it does well. Mario might cross over with more stuff. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I mean, I am actually looking forward to this.
Actually, really properly into this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, kind of unironically looking forward to this. I think it'll be a fun game, because it's turn-based combat, and I was like, wait, what? You've got my attention. I've heard some people compare it to XCOM, and I'm like, what?
Oh my god, if it's anything I've only done a little bit of XCOM in the last few months. I was at someone's house, and they had XCOM. I don't know why. It's very weird. But, not the point of the story.
I had friends.
I know, right? Another friend, mystery friend. And, basically, yeah, it's like that. I'm kind of sold. And it's really fun.
Yeah, so I'm hoping for an actual trailer of that at E3, considering if you saw the schedule of things they're going to do, then, yeah, E3 looks like the place where it's properly, officially going to have its coming out party. Another thing we kind of briefly touched upon in the news, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is apparently no showing this, but will be revealed properly later this year. Do you believe that, or do you reckon they'll sneak something in?
I believe it. I don't think they'd be, risking it if they were going to be there.
I think we might get, a mini interview with Michael Ansel, but I don't think...
Oh, that doesn't count!
Well, as in, EA used to do several years ago, here are the people sitting developing Beyond Good and Evil 2, and we'll talk more about it at Gamescom. I don't know.
Those 2 years I really hated where they had EA just talk about being these are games, we are making some. Here's proof.
We're making Mass Effect 4, honest. Jokes. But, yeah. So then moving into other stuff that's probably going to be there. Obviously, Far Cry 5 is presumably going to be there in some form. I don't know if it'll be a new trailer or if it'll just be them talking a bit more. I mean, do you reckon we'll see gameplay maybe? Or do you reckon it's too soon for that?
It's too soon for me, I think.
Okay.
I wouldn't bank on it. Maybe a CGI thing.
Maybe a CGI thing?
Like this.
I feel we'll just get a repeat of a trailer and maybe they'll add a few more things to it. Or like go, yeah, there's multiplayer. Or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not expecting a huge amount for it. A game that should hopefully have a huge amount though is South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
I mean, it comes out in October, there's gonna be...
It's taken a while to get here, but yeah, it looks like it's finally closer, not further away.
It was due up last December originally, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm hoping for more news on this. I'm also hoping for more news on what happened to the whole, like, we're bringing Stick of Truth to this gen. Because that just got swept under the carpet. So...
They might talk about that. I'm pretty sure they'll talk about that.
I hope they will, because, like, that was one of the things I was like, hell yeah, if you can secure me that, I'll happily. I haven't bought it on PS3 because I keep waiting to buy it on PS4. So
it's gonna happen. There's no way it's not.
There's no reason not to, especially since they said they can do it. So, yeah, I'd expect South Park. But probably the big one, and the one everyone's looking forward to and waiting to see, the return of Assassin's Creed after its year off in limbo. Egypt was the rumour, if I remember, or was that confirmed?
Egypt, I think, was confirmed, but it might still be just a rumour. But I don't know anymore. We're know for certain at E3. Something to watch for.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're the Assassin's Creed veteran. What are you looking
for? Oh my god!
What are you looking for in a new Assassin's Creed game, Laura?
Because they took a year off, I want a nice non-glitch-free launch. It's not something particularly, but you know what I mean.
Something you know. Can totally show off at E3. But
I mean, no, but you know, that's the one thing I want. But then I want it to look different. I want the combat to actually look like it's changed, because it hasn't. When the hell is it? Like, yeah. I just want it to be. I want it to look like there's enough notable changes. I don't know particularly what I want from an Assassin's Creed game at this point, because I've kind of given up on the story. So if they wow me with a good story tease, I doubt. I mean, I'm gonna pack up.
See, I don't even know what the meta story's been since Desmond popped his clogs.
No, nor do I, to be honest. And I've been playing them, so...
Oh. Is there still one?
I don't think there's a meta story.
Did that get dropped after 3?
I feel like they got it dropped. I mean, if you're listening to this and you've played them and there's a meta story, I'm sorry that I didn't pay attention. I was just that bored playing through them. And yeah, I continue to play them. I see the irony, guys. But, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't know. If anything, I just want basically the combat and that to look different. I kind of want it to. I don't want it to be a different game. Don't get me wrong, but it's got to look like the jumping. Just give me something new to do in the game. Show me something that's like this is like none of the other Assassin's Creeds you've played before. Which sounds like a really hard task, but you know.
Okay. So those are kind of some of the big ones, but what else do you reckon we might see from Ubisoft? I mean, I personally.
Just Dance.
No. Actually, yes, sorry, what am I talking about? Of course, Just Dance will be.
Why are you saying no?
I don't know why. I was like, no, that's a stupid answer, and then my brain went, no, Sean, that's definitely going to be there. At Ubisoft.
Yeah. That's right, isn't it? Have I gone crazy?
Activision is Ubisoft. Activision is Destiny.
Yeah, what are you on about?
I don't know, Laura. What are you on about?
Just Dance was at Ubisoft, because that's when they try to get Aisha Tyler to dance.
Just Dance is Ubisoft, yeah. Destiny isn't.
I didn't say Destiny.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You said that. Listen back to the recording, people, and you will see.
I didn't say Destiny. I said it's Just Dance's destiny to be there, not as in...
You went,
no, as in the
I went, what
Destiny.
else is going to be there? And you went Destiny.
It's Just Dance's destiny.
Oh my lord. But, okay, sure, whatever. Stuff I do think will be there. I'm sweeping that under the carpet. Stuff I do think will be there. I think we're going to see another indie game from them this time around.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it'll be like Child of Light or Grow Home or Valiant Hearts or anything like that. And it won't be Unravel because that's not them. But, yeah, I think
that's EA.
That's EA. But I think we will see like another kind of game in that mold of here's some random little thing we one of our teams has been working on. So that's kind of what I think.
I mean, I don't know why it came to my head. It's probably because you made me think I said Destiny and I didn't. I swear. But I'm thinking of Division.
DLC or a whole new game?
I mean, they did DLC last time. I probably expect the first teaser trailer for Division 2. So it's not going to be due this year or anything, but the first little remnants a thing. Because, I mean, you think about how far... Well, it wasn't far... No, it's Ghost Recon I'm thinking of. Ghost Recon Wildlands was teased, wasn't it? It's like you tease it, show it off, and then the following year it's released.
Actually, that's a fair shout then. Do you expect any other Tom Clancy games, maybe? Apart from Division 2?
No, Ghost Recon's just been...
Ghost Recon's just come out, but there is, like, Splinter Cell.
Oh god, if they do a new Splinter Cell, I'll lose my shit. Splinter Cell feels like it's died. Yeah, okay, Slazo, thanks. Now you made me want a Splinter Cell game. Awesome, thanks. I'm so disappointed now during Ubisoft. But if it isn't Division 2, then the only thing they can really go to is Splinter Cell. So,
okay.
Thanks for that. Now I'm just dreaming of freaking Splinter Cell.
No problem. I mean, there's Rainbow Six, but no problem.
Oh!
I mean, I think they're still busy with Siege at the moment, because that seems to be...
Great, Siege has such a good esports scene. Don't mess with it, guys.
It's gone from a train wreck to a really...
The game, I really enjoy playing it.
Yeah. So that's Ubisoft, apart from obviously hashtag Girlwood, but always hashtag Girlwood. But, yeah. So, let's move on from them to EA. Good old Electronic Arts. This first note, I'm just literally going to throw over to you, because obviously sports games are going to be there. What do you want in your FIFA 18? What do you want to see?
What do I want in my FIFA 18? Journey Mode 2 to be bigger, better, more options, more freedom, more choice, less cheesy. Ultimate Team to finally get a shake-up, and not just superficial shit. Yeah, that's all I kind of want. Basically, Journey 2 is basically what I'm building this year's off. If they deliver. And obviously all little like last year's, like gameplay wise, was probably, I don't know, the stuff they changed last year probably made it a worse experience. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but basically FIFA needs to keep doing its realistic stuff, and PES needs to keep doing its arcade stuff, because it actually gives you the option to have both and feel like two different experiences.
Well, you know, PES could keep being a good game, and FIFA could.
I mean, okay.
Actually, no, speaking of FIFA, do you reckon we'll see FIFA for Nintendo Switch there, or do you reckon that'll be brushed over in the conference?
It will be brushed over. It'll be mentioned, because obviously it's not FIFA 18, it's going to be their version of FIFA for Nintendo Switch, so at best it'll get
it's
like
gonna be wank, who are we kidding?
It might have some stuff, but yeah. I mean, if you only have a Nintendo Switch, at least you're getting some form of FIFA.
Wow.
That's basically all I've got.
Okay. But yeah, and of course the other sports games will be there. Madden will be there. I'm trying to think which ones they do, because they don't do NBA. NFL?
EA?
Yeah?
EA do, Madden is NFL.
Yeah, I know. Oh, shoot, okay.
You mean NHL, I think.
Sure. Hockey, yeah, ice hockey.
Yeah, NHL. They also do, UFC.
Yes.
Which...
Although that's not every year, if I remember.
No, it's not every year, but you might see something on it, you don't know. They have their own game, NBA Live, by the way, in terms of basketball, but it's terrible compared to NBA 2K. Right. Yeah, sports games, sports for the sports, maybe some in-app stuff, maybe a partnership, more on EA Access, maybe.
Maybe.
Sports-wise, I think we're good.
Cool. So then that moves us into some of their more bigger non-sports franchises. Starting off with their big shooty bang for the winter period this year, Battlefront 2. You and Squee's beloved Battlefront 2. What do you expect to see from it, E3?
What do I expect to see from Battlefield?
Battlefront.
Battlefront, sorry.
Star Wars.
Same thing. Just with Star Wars
entirely
skins.
Different things, but
Same
okay.
thing with Star Wars skins. What do I expect to see? I expect to see... Basically, I think they're going to focus on the new content, like the Ray era, just show that off a bit more, stuff like that. I mean, we've already been kind of generous with the trailers we've seen. The trailers have been enough. So maybe an in-depth look at one of the modes.
So maybe live gameplay?
Yeah, on-stage gameplay is what I would expect at this point.
How much multiplayer focus has there been in the trailers they've shown?
A little bit. They did a multiplayer trailer.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, they've got the story to show as well. Basically, I'm just expecting the game to be at a point where they're like, come on stage, you go, look at this fun live battle, and then like, this is the story mode mission, or
Cool. I mean, like, because I haven't played Battlefront 1 and have no intention of doing so, how much of Star Wars 7, if any, did it cover?
What, the last one?
Yeah.
None, that's why this one's
None.
a big
So
deal.
this one will be 7
this is
and
what I'm
Rogue
expecting.
One.
Yeah, well, it has all the old stuff as well, but I'm expect Rey and that are actually in this and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm expecting them to showcase the characters, like Rey and that, just to be like, look, see, we made them, they're really cool looking.
Okay. And speaking of, like, space operas, do you reckon we'll hear anything more about Mass Effect Andromeda? Like, potential DLC stuff, or...?
There is some, isn't it Quarian?
There was a few things that I didn't really pay attention to them, but I had seen, like, some news came out this week.
There is DLC due, and with the fact that they're apparently not working and they put the series on hold.
Yeah.
Just give 10 minutes dedicated to DLC to make sure you still push the game a little bit.
Oh, fair enough. Another one I have heard should supposedly be at this year's E3 for EA. Need for Speed will apparently be making a showcase this year.
Yes, there's been some cool rumours about Need for Speed. That's true. I don't see. This is the thing with Need for Speed. They seem to try to do different things each time now because they're looking for their place in the market so they could stand out from other races. So I don't know what to expect at this point. I kind of just go in going, cool, and then like I did like the idea of the story-based stuff they do that mixes it up, but.
See, the thing that's always got me is that EA have Criterion under their paycheck, and that those guys have been jobbed out for like so long now. Like they made the amazing Burnout Paradise, and then ever since then, they've essentially just been thrown around to like finish up or do other work. Like I think they're currently on Battlefront 2.
So would you like it if they did
I would love.
If they came on stage and went, "Here's Burnout,"
I would freaking go mental because. They are masters of their craft, and the fact that they've just been treated like such garbage is just insane. And like, it has to be a proper Burnout, because I remember Need for Speed Burnout, and Need for Speed Burnout was awful. And then completely overshadowed by Forza Horizon, which did Burnout Paradise better than Need for Speed did. So.
And I like Forza Horizon. So.
I did. Like, that was the thing. I bought that as like a stopgap until the Need for Speed game that was meant to be the spiritual success to Burnout Paradise, and found that the Forza was far better in every way.
Was that Most Wanted?
Maybe, but there's been like 5 Most Wanted, so I genuinely can't remember.
Okay.
Because they reuse names. So, one you gave a little step up on earlier, Battlefield. Do you reckon we'll see Battlefield this year? I can't remember when the last one was.
I don't know. But see, with Battlefront coming out, I'm going to say no.
Okay, it would make sense to give it an off, yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me at the same time because they know COD's getting a little traction this year because of mixing it up, so just keep its name out there. Might mention it.
Maybe. And I mean, I haven't got anything else, but is there anything else you expect or you think I've missed? From EA?
From EA.
Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Unravel 2's in development, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to...
Unravel 2, there you go.
I feel like you said my head there, because I was like, oh, what about their little games? And then you're like, Unravel 2! Yeah, I enjoyed Unravel 1, so...
Glad you did.
I did.
I gave it a try over Christmas and could not... Like, I struggled to get my head around it at times, which didn't help, but I just didn't find it fun. It felt more frustrating than fun.
See, fun is a weird word. This sounds weird. Fun is a weird word to use when I played it, because I wouldn't say I had such fun memories of it. I just kind of found it really relaxing to play between other games, such as my open world obsessions.
Wow, it drove me mad.
Yeah, I kind of found it really relaxing, so...
I couldn't get my head around, like, half the time what a puzzle wanted from me. Like,
See,
it was never clear to me what the solution would be, especially with the whole string system.
We've had this whole conversation before, because you think it's a cop-out, but we've had it when I was playing Valiant Hearts. Sometimes I don't try the obvious solution, because I assume it's not that, because it's too easy, and then I do all these other crazy solutions that don't work, and then I'm like, oh, I feel like an idiot, because it's the obvious one. With Unravel, it's always the crazy solution, so I was whizzing through, because I was like, yes, try the crazy, stupid solution. It's like Unravel fought like I did, which I kind of appreciated, hence why I feel great about it. That's what I'm putting it down to.
Fair enough. But
More
yeah,
of that, please.
besides Unravel, anything else you expect because you're you're familiar.
I'm an EA person.
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, other than Ubisoft being EA. To be fair, I'm not actually expecting it. I kind of feel like we know their hand, if that makes sense. Like they've just got to basically come out and sell it, which they will with loads of detail stuff. I don't expect this to be like the year when they came out and they said, "Well, we've got this here and some art pictures." It feels like that. It feels like their games are further ahead and we know what they are. So I'm not expecting any big surprises.
Okay.
Maybe some celebrity surprises. Don't get me wrong. They like to put the show in showmanship. As long as they don't bring back Pele.
Can't he's a legend. Famous sports baller.
Just not Pele again, because he told stories and he's a legend and he's amazing and arguably the best footballer that ever graced football or whatever. But oh my god, I couldn't. Not again. Can't sit through his stories that again. And I'm interested in football, so I felt sorry for people.
Good times. So let's move on.
Sims. I expect something Sim-based.
Oh, shoot. I forgot Sims.
There is a new expansion pack coming out about parenthood or whatever, but I actually expect something Sim-related because I feel like it's been ages since Sims has got the limelight, so I don't even know a console Sim or something like that.
Sims
Might
5?
Be a bit of... I think it's too soon because they've just released a new expansion pack this week or month. Okay. Out soon, or it's just come out. It's Parents. I vaguely keep an eye on The Sims because I don't own that one. Okay. So, but yeah, I do expect something sim-based for some reason. I just have this feeling.
That'll be cool.
Cool. I just thought of it. I was like,
anything else you're going to say last second? Anything else?
No. I have to wait. You have to put me under pressure, then my brain kicks in. Sims.
Good to know. So the other big third-party one, and this still comes as a surprise to me, even 2 years on, Bethesda, who've really kind of shot up in the world in the last couple of years.
The last two E3s have been perfection. They were my favourite E3 last year. Not even interested in their games, particularly.
Sony was. But,
No. Sony was the year before. Or, it was like a year before.
No, Sony wasn't the year before because you didn't care about the E3 of Dreams.
Yeah, I know. Bethesda were good then. I just like Bethesda.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when I first heard Bethesda were doing E3, I was like, that's stupid, they don't have enough. But they've really, they've impressed me over the last couple of years. They've always managed to find, they have a huge portfolio, but they have enough to be able to do this, and it comes out well. So
I don't think it's the games that sell me. It's because basically they present games that are like 90% finished that you didn't know they were working on, and they do it in such a way you kind of get caught up in the hype, even though you know full well, Laura, that you're not going to buy Skyrim again.
Okay. Well, actually, we'll open with that then. Skyrim Switch is one of the predicted showing up. Sure. Yeah, after they were one of the 2 games that was used to sell the Switch in its very initial reveal. And then they were like, yeah, we're working on that, sure. Skyrim Switch, do you expect that to be here, or do you expect that to be swept under the carpet?
I expect this to be here. I don't think you can sweep it under for that long. It's a good platform to go showcase it. It'll get a mention. I don't think it'll get like loads of the time dedicated to it, because there's only so many times you can show Skyrim and be impressed.
Yep. That's fair.
Yeah, I think it'll get a mention.
Cool. And then moving to the Elder Scrolls franchise at last. Elder Scrolls Online seems likely to be there again with either a new expansion or some new patch content, or
I never understand what's going on during that.
Something. It's Elder Scrolls Online. It's done surprisingly okay, considering I remember that was another one that was crashing and burning when it first came out, but it's managed to pull itself together. Do you think Elder Scrolls 6, or do you think it's too soon? I think not this year, next year, but what do you think?
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yes.
It's a big deal. I don't think it's this year. But then, like I said, they seem to hide games and then be like, it's done. Don't even know if they're even in the oven. But pretty much I expect that next year. I think it's too soon.
Okay.
I feel like that's too fresh.
Let's move on then to a game we're pretty certain is coming at this year's E3 for Bethesda then. The new Wolfenstein game seems pretty set to be here. You've played Wolfenstein, Laura.
I love Wolfenstein, and they last year at the E3 they hid a clue to it in the in another game's credits or text. I can't remember how they did it, but it was like there was like coded for a computer. I think it might have even been Prey, but there was like a reference to Wolfenstein in that text, and then one of the voice actors said they were working on it not that long after E3 or whatever. So yeah, I'm really happy. I like Wolfenstein. Yeah. I really enjoyed the New Order, which is the one that really made me love the series, and I have the old.
Is that the first or the second one that came out in this new era of Wolfenstein?
I think it's the first.
Okay.
Because I think Wolfenstein.
I can't tell.
the
That's
old,
the thing. I'm not sure which
I
one.
I feel like the Old Blood, which is sitting on my shelf to play, that was cheap on Xbox One, was released after because it's a prequel to the events of New Order.
Okay.
Which I know sounds weird because you think 1 then 2, but I'm pretty sure
I
it's
understand
seen as a prequel. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I haven't played Old Blood yet. It's sitting on my. I actually won't play that. I thought I may have just made plans with my game shelf.
I will say I'm realising something as we talk about this. Like, we always make jokes. You don't play games. You've played most of these, and I haven't.
Yeah. See, I'm a little bit selfish. I do mainstream and I binge. So, for example, it's my summer now, so I probably should start binging on games while I have time. But I basically will go months where I don't play anything and then just binge through 5.
Okay.
And then I'm all up to date, but still out of date at the same time. So
you're doing better than me, apparently. So yeah, let's move on to another one. This was there last year, Quake Champions. That will be back.
See, this is another thing. Like, should have no interest in this game, and I don't. But I really enjoyed their presentation again. I can't help it.
Quake...
They keep telling me on shit I don't want.
Like, here's the thing. So, like, I am a bit of a snob when it comes to these old shooters. Like, I never got into Quake. I never got into Unreal. I never got into Doom or Duke Nukem or anything.
I really like Doom. If they do another Doom based on the last Doom, I'd be happy.
Doom 2. Maybe, actually, maybe. It has been a little while.
It's been enough time, but carry on, because you're thinking about Quake.
It could be Doom 2. But yeah, Quake. This should now probably be getting near the end of development, fingers crossed. But, I don't know, like, I don't know what they could really do to sell me on Quake, 'cause it feels like it's out of its time a little bit. And it doesn't seem like it's been modernised as Doom had been.
I don't know, Quake confused it. I mean, it's not a straight up I don't understand Quake, in the sense of, I don't understand like it's like you. I don't understand what its selling point is. You're saying that time. I don't understand what's like meant to make me go ooh la la.
Yeah. Ooh la la.
That's what I like my games to do. But yeah, at the moment I don't know. There's nothing there for me.
Okay. Another one I've got written down, which I didn't know was a thing, but hey, things you learn doing research. Fallout 4 VR is apparently a thing that they're doing, and that will be there probably.
Sweet.
Sweet, yeah, I've got little else to say about that. Cool.
I mean, if I had VR, I'd be way more into it. But sweet.
But that does actually give me a thought of maybe something. So, like, I know some people are expecting maybe a Fallout thing this year. Do you reckon? And this is literally what I've just come up with the top of my head because we're now in the anything else that might be a Bethesda segment. Seeing as we've seen a Skyrim remastered, do you reckon a Fallout 3 remaster or a New Vegas remaster could be on the way?
Oh, that is an interesting question because I don't think the market is as big for them. I could be wrong because I know people love them.
No, I'll give you it's not as big a market as Skyrim, but it's still... Fallout 3 certainly is still a...
Fallout 3 was like the big one. I remember that being like game. It was number 1 at Christmas and stuff like that. They could do. It's a nice thing to do. It's probably... Yeah, if I were going to do one, I'd say Fallout 3, but I wouldn't bank on it.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Anything else then? Like, they're usually pretty good at doing a surprise. Like I think.
Well, I think Doom 2 now. I've thought about when you said Quake. I was like, yeah, because I looked over.
Well, that's the thing. Prey was last year's surprise to me.
Yeah, I looked over my shelf and like, because I mean, Dishonored is too soon.
Yeah, I mean, Dishonored. If anything, they might just talk more about Dishonored 2 DLC or something.
Yeah, there's that. I basically don't see anything else unless they've got a new IP, but they don't seem.
I'm going to look it up now.
They're not in need of new IPs particularly.
I'm going to look it up now because I'm not actually 100% familiar with their catalogue. Like, I had no idea they owned Quake when they came out with.
Oh, and you're like, what are you doing there with that? Oh, wait, that's yours. Carry on.
Dear Bethesda Game Studios. Let's find out, kids. Nope. I've mentioned it. Oh yeah, sequel to IHRA Professional Drag Racing 2005.
Yeah, boy.
Totally. Yeah, no, I can't see anything else here that they own apparently. So, yeah. Oh, they did do Fallout Shelter. Do you reckon maybe we'll see anything more on mobile?
Fallout Shelter 2. I mean,
not even Fallout Shelter 2, but do you reckon mobile? Anything on mobile?
Anything on mobile? Yeah, I mean, Fallout Shelter 2 could actually be successful, to be fair, but it could be a mobile game.
Fallout Shelter.
I liked it.
I didn't have my iPad at the time, and I completely forgot about it until this moment.
I would play it. I mean, it was fun. It's just my phone was like, I need memory. Leave me alone. But yeah, so there could be some mobile surprises, but I don't know what else other than Fallout where the what franchises they have that kind of move to mobile easy. Like, other than companion apps, they don't count.
Fair enough. That pretty much brings us towards the end of it. I mean, any other kind of third-party comments you want to make before we leave this be? Because obviously there's companies like Activision and Square Enix who don't have conferences.
Well, Activision, I feel, showed their hand with the whole Destiny too. Like I can't expect
Call of Duty, yeah. And
yeah,
they'll probably be at Microsoft.
Anything else from them. Like, yeah, they do them, bro. Do them. There's nothing else I'm really expected. I feel I always look forward to EA and Ubisoft. But I guess this year, I kind of, across even Bethesda, it kind of feels like you don't know where the surprises are going to come from, which I get the point of surprise, don't get me wrong. But I can't, normally you're like, I haven't seen so-and-so in such a while, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I think it's quite if any of them deliver surprises that are good, then
that's good. Yeah.
It's good enough for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to steal a quote from you, it's not a good surprise if you can predict it. So, yeah. Lots of cool...
Get on a t-shirt.
Lots of cool stuff then to look forward to from Ubisoft, EA and Bethesda.
I know what I forgot. I don't know what I forgot. Sorry.
Why did I try closing it? No, go on.
Ubisoft, Trials Fusion games, didn't they?
Yeah, they do Trials.
I don't know. I always expect something wacky from them based on that.
You want another one of those insane trailers where you're like, I'm on drugs, I'm on acid.
I don't want to do acid or drugs, so this is the nearest I'm going to get.
The closest experience.
Yeah, if Ubisoft could supply me with that'd be great.
Cool. So there you have it. To close with, Laura wants drugs.
That's the opposite of what I said.
That's exactly what you said. But that kind of brings us to the end of this week's episode of the Party Chat podcast. This has been episode 85. Episode 86 will contain many fun things like a preview of Microsoft's E3, maybe the return of our Lord and Saviour Geordie Squires if he can climb out of that ditch with the sun boiling down on his face. So look for...
I had to send him a text now you've said that. That was too specific.
Send him a text, thereby knocking him in the ditch for longer.
Did Slazo push you in a ditch? Let me know. Text soon.
Find out the answer next week. So until then, see you all, everybody.